of the month. It is November 30th, and as you can see, winter has arrived in Minnesota. Oh my gosh, we got like, I don't know, 6 to 10 inches of snow overnight. Well, kind of like all day yesterday and then today, so yeah, there's like a couple inches of snow still on the road. It's pretty typical. We don't shut down when that happens. We just put her in all-wheel drive. So, yeah, and that's one of the awesome things about the Cadillac is you have the option to get all-wheel drive. So I definitely always pick that option because of where I live and here in Minnesota. I know many of you are from the Midwest too, and or just like, I mean, New York State gets a ton of snow too. So you gotta have those extra things. So I am actually driving to my final party of the month. So it is actually the last day of November. And when I originally did this vlog, I wasn't sure, if this is going to be a thing I do for a long time. I still haven't decided. But in the process, roundabouts are fun when it's snow on them. Here we go. I'm going really slow, don't worry. So this is my final party of the month, but I wanted to give you guys like a full month of parties just to kind of give you an idea of what I typically try to do as a sales director. I am trying to hold personally 10 to 15 personal parties in addition to my kickoff parties and all the other things I do for my unit, to lead by example, to also make money. I mean, hi, that's a thing. And then, build my customers and my team and that type of thing. So right now, this will be my 10th party. I actually had 3 parties in a row booked today, but I had one cancel because of the situation yesterday, the roads. And then I'm actually dovetailing the other one because I don't think I'm going to be able to have time to drive to one and then get to the other one just with how kind of slow going it is today. So I ended up dovetailing a party of 8. It's going to be a good party too. Sometimes I'm a normal person. I get sad when I have to dovetail, but I do it so much that it's like, one party isn't going to make or break anything. It's all good. And I'm excited for the consultant who's holding it because she has big goals too. So it's all good. So my plan is once this party is done, I want to do just a little recap of the month in faces and sales, just in new party business, so that you can have an idea of what a typical, I would say November was pretty typical of a month of parties. So this one I'm driving to is still from the Rochester Bridal Fair that I did. So yeah, she's got 7 coming, so that's super exciting. And most of them work at the Mayo Clinic, which is kind of cool. I mean, everybody who lives in that town works there in some capacity because it's just like such a big thing. So that should be really fun. The lighting is good today. Wow, this like wintertime lighting is fun. The other fun thing, go ahead and drop this in the comments if you're feeling led, but tomorrow, I'm going to be road tripping to Pennsylvania. I know, let's drive from Minnesota to Pennsylvania. But I have 2 other Cadillac sales directors, Amy Hannaful and Allie McMahon, that will be in the car with me. And so I was thinking about doing a little video. I'm going to do a post about this too, so you can put it on the post or you can put it in this video. But what do you guys want to know from these other Cadillac sales directors? Like, what topic do you want us to talk about? What thing? Like, what do you guys want to know about stuff? So drop it in the comments, and then I will make us a video on the way out to Pennsylvania because we will have plenty of time to do that. So, hey friends, okay, so I just picked up some food. I'm going to drive on the way home and give you tips and stuff and talk about the party that I did today. I just wanted to pause for a second and give you the month-long recap, so you kind of get the recap. So again, I have my tracking folder, which I love this, you guys. I went away from this for a while, but it gives me that snapshot of what I'm doing this month, what I've done this month. So when you're having those like daily dippies of thinking, oh, I didn't sell enough or I didn't do enough. So here's what's cool. Okay, so for the month of November, this is a whole month's worth of parties. I do want to say I did dovetail 4 parties this month, including one that's happening this afternoon, so I don't have the stats from that. I don't include the stats from those in these, but just know that I had consultants who did 4 other parties that, you know, sold product and had results. So I personally held 10 parties. I saw 54 faces. I got 8 bookings for my bookings, so that's fun. My total sales just from parties. Okay, this does not include my reorders. This does not include my Black Friday. This does not include my all the other sales. I sold $5,206 just from the 10 parties, and got 4 new team members. And you know, I know that's going to be more too. There's still some people from the parties I did right before Thanksgiving that are being layered, and I'm working with them. But I have 4 in for the month. Month's not over, so we could finish up that gold medal. You just never know. But what I'm excited about is that per face average is $96 a face. So that is really, really, really exciting. And so when I'm driving home, I'm going to give you some tips that I've really changed this month that have helped me to sell more at my parties and to kind of up that per face average. But all in all, it was a great month. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with it. It started off a little slow and a little rough, but here we go. It's doing good. So I hope this inspires you to get out there and, like, I know that there's a movement called kit and commit happening right now, where you dust off your starter kit if you need to dust it off and get out there and hold some parties. But I'm telling you, like, the better you get at them too, it's just so much even more fun to do them. So okay, we got some boys having issues with their trucks here. I'm gonna move. There we go. It's an interesting situation. So yeah, so let's chat on the way back, and I will give you some of my best tips from this month. All right, so now that I am driving home, let's talk just a little bit about some changes I made this month. And I'm changing some other things too. So I normally, my secret sauce is that I don't change things, but I'm in a season of just really evaluating, and, you know, every so many years you have to do that, right? Like, you absolutely have to. So one of the things that I've changed a lot that I believe has really helped my sales is and I've been talking about this in my various vlogs, but in all of my forms that people fill out before the party, I'm putting specific languaging in there. So I put it in the hostess, so I have a Google form that my hostesses fill out, which is different than the one her guests fill out. And I do a different one. For the longest time, I did all one Google form, pre-profile questions, is your skin normal to dry, combo, oily, blah, blah, blah. The problem with that is I need different information from the hostess that I need from her friends. Like, I need the address of the appointment. I need just some, like, extra things. So I started separating that out, and it's been great. But in both of the forms, I'm putting a disclaimer. I actually say disclaimer, and I'll put the exact wording in the description of this video so you can see it. But it's like, you know, my beauty services are complimentary, and just so you know, they're made possible through the support of product purchases from the people at my appointment. So if you happen to see something that you love, and I think you will, winky face, like, just know, like, I'm bringing stuff to sell, right? And the reason I like to put that in there is I think there's a lot of people that's a duh. Like, well, duh, she's trying to sell stuff. But for a lot of people nowadays, I don't know that it is. And it's like, yeah, like, I don't accept tips. I'm not like, you don't tip me, but, like, the way that you can appreciate my time, that I drove to your home and that we did this thing is, you know, if you love something, I mean, if they don't love something, that's fine. And I still will always have people who maybe just get one thing or don't get anything, and that's okay too, but nobody's going to feel bad or anything like that. But just, yeah, so I think that's been one thing. And then the second thing that has really changed is I really, really like how I changed the deal structure on my set sheet. I talked about this in my last vlog. But again, my set sheet isn't the secret sauce. You can continue to use your set sheet, but the one change that I made was, instead of listing out all the sets, like their actual, like, retail price, and then, you know, you have some kind of deal. Like, we all do this, right? Like, if you buy X amount of sets, you get whatever, or you get a free roll bag or whatever people do. I made all the sets just a couple dollars cheaper. And like, X'd it out and made it so that you can see that each set is in fact a deal, and then they get additional off on top of that if they order multiple sets. But I've just had more people shopping in sets because they want the deal. And right now we're, in the marketplace and whatnot, like people are definitely deal driven. So it has really, really just upped. And I'm actually giving away quite a bit less because I used to do 4 sets for $199. Well, now it's like 4 sets, but every set on the sheet counts as one, even the Miracle set. And then they get $25 off on top of the deal. So it I actually end up profiting more. But they're getting a good deal too. So I really like that. So that has been really, really good. So just helping with the sales portion. The one thing I'm doing that's helping booking from bookings, again, this I changed back to, I used to do this all the time, like 2 months ago. I have a little, it's in the back, it's a metal bin of my past limited edition products that I just hadn't sold, or I just have on hand, or just maybe it's something you're overstocked on, or like even like a mint bliss lotion would be really great for this. Offering them if they book a second session with me and they actually give me a date on the spot before I leave the party, they get to pick a product out of that bin. Because I've just found that if I leave the party and they're like, oh, send me a list of dates, like then it becomes phone tag, it becomes like chasing. And sometimes those do convert, but I find the convert rate is a lot smaller than if we even set a tentative date on the spot for the party. And that's like old school Mary Kay, the tentative booking approach. For those of you who've been around for 20 years like I had, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But this is just a way to incentivize, hey, did you want to set a date? It's totally fine if it's tentative. We can always switch it so that you get to pick a product out of my product bin. So that has been really, really helpful for the booking piece. And then as far as team building, you guys, just my excitement about the opportunity. I've been just really excited about what's happening, what's going on, and also realizing that right now in today's business environment, people, and I'm going to be doing a whole team building in 2026 video coming up here. I'm going to launch it in December instead of waiting until January. But y'all, there are some differences right now. And I think that the key difference is that people don't right now, maybe 5 years ago, this is different. Maybe 5 years from now, it'll be different. But right now, people don't want to build a business. They want to build a life that matters. Okay, so I'm going to say that again. People don't want to build a business. They want to build a life that matters. Now, I fully understand that them building a life that matters, like building a business could give that to them, right? But they're not interested in that. Sometimes I think when we're doing our marketing and we're talking about the opportunity, we're talking about it like, oh, you can build a business and you can be a business owner and all that kind of languaging. It's like people don't care about that. They want to hear how this builds your life, and how it creates freedom, or it creates experiences for the people they love, like that, through stories. Like they want to hear more of that type of thing versus that. People also do not want to be hyped. They don't want to be, I'm going too much into it already. I'm going to go into all these tips in my video next month, but just know that people want to hear your personal experience with it. They don't want to be hyped, meaning oh my gosh, you make all this money and get all these diamond rings and get all this stuff. They don't want to hear the hype. They want authentic, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm doing it. They want to hear your experience. So you don't got to hype other people's experiences. They want to hear from your experience. So just really honed in on that. And my team building, I've been getting a medal, recruiting medal, almost every month. This month it's a silver medal, unless I have a team member come in later today, which I do have a peek at a pig, so anything's possible. But I had a gold medal last month. I had 7 personals in September. So just really honing in on that has really made a difference. And then the last thing that I'm just in the process of is, and stay tuned for this, I'm really thinking about how can I maximize referrals. So I do get referrals at my parties, and I do have a video on how I do that. And the problem isn't that I don't get referrals. I get a ton of referrals. People write their friends down. It's great. I want to have a higher booking convert rate, and so I have a really good idea for that. But I'm just gonna leave a little teaser because am gonna be piloting it this first week of December. I have 4 parties next weekend, so front loaded December, which feels good. So I'm gonna try it there, and then hopefully I'll be doing a video on that too because I really think there's something to that. Like if you could just go to a party and really, really, focus on bookings for bookings and having a higher convert rate through referrals, it's really all you need, right? Yes, I have tons of videos on how to get leads, and sometimes you have to do that if you're team building a lot, but it just helps create more of that sustainability and less lead generating, which I'm all about. So anyway, I hope you found this valuable. If you did, be sure to like this video and subscribe. And yeah, we'll see you this month. Have a great December and start implementing some of these party things that we've been talking about all month in this vlog series. So thanks again, everybody. Good to see you.